that the National Hurricane Center plans to start issuing advisories around potential tropical cyclone number 1. Emphasis on potential. This thing is not a tropical cyclone yet. It's not a tropical storm, but it is right now located. I find it interesting. Matthew and I were just talking about it. The location, per the National Hurricane Center, is not in the Gulf. It's over southern Texas. It's still over land. And, and they're going to start issuing advisories. This is going to free them up to perhaps issue some alerts later.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's a smart decision. It's a smart move. It is odd to see this PTC being designated over land and not over the waters of the Gulf, but I think that's a good move in messaging because of the international tourism that we have going on along the Texas coast right now, especially into Houston with the FIFA World Cup. You have a lot of people that maybe they don't take heed of the flash flood alerts. They don't understand the significance of it until they bump it up. And it's not just an invest, but it is a PTC, a potential tropical cyclone. Then you can start to issue alerts that are more tropical in nature, especially along the coast, where you could get up to tropical storm force winds, maybe closer to 40, 50 miles per hour in some cases, depending upon if this thing really does garner a little bit of strength in the Gulf of America.
And here's what's so challenging about this element. We still have today a day of very heavy rain. We've seen trends that Louisiana is going to get very wet. We have rain falling right now still over the Texas coastline. But now with a potential tropical cyclone, you do consider the fact that this could change the forecast some. It could really affect what we see along the coastline. I'm glad you mentioned the winds. If this thing were to emerge in the Western Gulf and if it were to strengthen some, now we're suddenly talking about really some coastal impacts that could be felt from Corpus Christi all the way to south of New Orleans, along the Louisiana coastline, maybe into Mississippi and Alabama. Anytime you get a tropical low and it starts to strengthen, the one thing about June storms, and really, as you know, the NHC, they're going to be tight-lipped about anything until about 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 o'clock Central. But one thing that we know, this element of wind shear in June, if we get a storm, it's going to be a messy one. And past June storms, they are known for that, being really messy, oftentimes a lot of dry air working into it. But someone, somewhere, typically gets hit pretty hard with some, at the very least, heavy rain.
Yeah, what's, unfortunate, you think back to a couple of years ago where you have a potential tropical cyclone that was impacting the Carolina coast. It felt like a hurricane. It felt like a tropical storm because of the wind and the rain, all of it whipping up. And so with this being now that PTC1, that does add maybe more severity to the forecast of now it's not just the very heavy rainfall, but you could have these sheets of rain that just come piling down, making it very difficult to drive. You have all of this available moisture. Not only do you have that frontal boundary wetting things now to start off this event, but then you have this tropical entity that comes into play here that is a little bit more organized. And as we've been talking about it, where that heavy band sets up, if you can get these outer rain bands to take shape, that's a spot that is going to see torrential rainfall that in some cases could equate up to a foot, maybe a foot and a half worth of rain. I wouldn't put it out of the forecast just given how humid, even I know and I can feel it outside, it will be. For Texas, I think that this is a positive trend overall into Houston especially, but we are still going to be watching out for spots along East Texas, so Galveston in through Corpus Christi, as you mentioned today, could be a little bit windy. Coastal flood alerts could be an issue as well with some high tide flooding. And with the South Padre Island, it sits very, very low. It doesn't take much in order to see this overwash, and it's one road in, one road out for some of these beach communities.